Good morning, YouTube viewers and Twitter Live directees. We're in the Melbourne Cafe and I'm having breakfast here. I've ordered the English breakfast and they prepare eggs slightly three ways, except that if you fry them, they'll ask you if you want them sunny side up or turned over. And I asked him a trick question. I said, does the toast get delivered at the same time as the eggs? And he said yes. So then I said, okay, then I'll have sunny side up. See where I'm going with this? Those of you who know me know what that is about. So, look, nice graphics on the wall. So, good morning. I've got my utensils, I've got my battery pack. I'm going to put it off the table just so that it doesn't interfere. I need to study up on the Mekong. Look, check out the Mekong, how cool it is. I should be going there. And you know what? I think I want to see a floating market. Maybe not today, but in the coming days. So, and I've already done a day tour, and I've done the Juchi tunnels in 2020. So, I need to figure out what I'm going to do, because they're totally booked, so I cannot stay in the place where I'm staying another day, but I can hang out in their lobby while I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go next, whether it's going to be a bus or a train. God forbid a plane. I don't want to get on another plane for a while. And if I can just get by through breakfast, which it's already 8:30, which is excellent timing, because it's like a 2-minute taxi ride, like a motorbike taxi. I like this graphics. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna Twitter out to my Twitter friends because they usually come in on the lives. So. So, and then I'm going to shorten it to Saigon. There we go. Done. Oh, and look, I ordered a special drink. It's coconut. No, it's Vietnamese coconut coffee. I've never had it before, and they have a glass straw. That's gonna please some people. Vietnamese coconut iced coffee. It's a first. Look at how well it's prepared. There you go. I'm gonna give you the crazy old man on the roof 360. People. Some of you will know what that means. Amazing. I've been going on and on when I was in Taiwan that they don't know coffee. I could be wrong, but every place I went to, basically, it was meh. It's not a criticism. They had, like, they make up for it, like they know tea. They know tea. All kinds of tea. They invented bubble tea. But, you know who knows coffee? The Vietnamese. They get the gold medal. They know coffee. That's all. Okay, we can move on from that. So, up first, Vietnamese ice coconut coffee. And it's perfect for breakfast. And I knew I kind of needed a coffee, but if I went hot, because I'm also having a special juice. It's got mango and ginger and a couple of other fruit ingredients in it. So I don't want them to clash. Thank you so much. And look, and he was correct. It does arrive with the toast. Because I love to poke my toast in my egg when it's warm.
It's really yummy, sir.
It looks so.
Do you like any sauce?
Do you have Tabasco sauce?
Yes.
Okay. So they are attentive here at the Melbourne Cafe. Thank you so much. They are attentive here at the Melbourne Cafe. Do 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 do. There. So my toast. See, look, this is my English breakfast. Toast arrives with the egg, and I can soak my toast. Happy camper. That's how it's done. Yes, I'm talking to you, a waitress on Mountain Street in Montreal, who will bring us our eggs without the toast. What were you thinking? I never forgive for things like that. Apparently. Allegedly. Because when your yolk is cold, it's not the same thing. Oh, and my tomatoes, my fresh garden tomatoes are broiled and seasoned. So, it's very important to start off your day correctly. My day has started off correctly. Hopefully it'll continue to do so. Come on. So it's apple and mango and ginger and one other ingredient. I might figure it out when I take a sip.
So sorry, sir. My mistake.
Okay.
Is it the right one?
I didn't touch it. Thank you. No, it's all right. So, what I noticed is some establishments have varying levels of service. And obviously, here there's a particular standard that they are upholding, and they have some kind of training because it's not typical, but not unwelcome. It's nice, it's refreshing. For me, the gold standard was the way that I was treated, attended to at the Din Tai Fung restaurant in Taipei. And there was another restaurant. I'm trying to think where I was, a fish restaurant here in Ho Chi Minh. Also, very attentive, very savvy as to anticipating when to introduce themselves at the very moment they're coaching. Could be effective and needed. So you see, I pretty well decimated my eggs while they're warm because that's how I like them. Very nice. And we have pepper without any salt. I've seen that as well in certain parts of Vietnam where they mix the pepper and the salt. Not a fan because I don't like adding salt. Apparently, I heard it wasn't good for you. Like extra salt. And because of everything, you can't hide from processed food. And there's a lot of salt in it. And to my horror, some of these lab people, you know, the news people that hire lab people to do analysis, when they analyze pizza, like just in the dough of itself, there's a fair bit of salt to begin with, not to mention what gets put on after. So pizzas are highly salty food, which, you know, I guess it's all in the taste, but it's not just salt, it's a whole bunch of other things. So, my eggs have been sprinkled with Tabasco sauce and dusted with black pepper. Not fresh ground, but I don't care. I can get fresh ground at home. And the peppercorns are from Vietnam. So, oh, it's Chris. Good morning. It's English breakfast. Guess what? You missed the intro. I was putting my order. I'm ordering a sandwich to go because I'm smart sometimes when I'm awake. And you can get 3 forms of eggs. You can get fried, scrambled, or poached. So they cannot move until you tell them which one you decide. And I said fried. That was a trick question because there's more to it than fried. And he says, yes, but he says, would you like them sunny side up or, you know, turned over? And I said, well, that depends. Does the toast arrive at the same time as the eggs? Without hesitation, he said yes. And I said, well, sunny side up then. And they did arrive at the same time. Are you listening, waitress from the Mountain Street? I know, it's weird, but I do hold a grudge apparently. I guess when one's day is ruined for starting off badly, it's an unforgivable thing for me. Because it's such an easily remedied thing. That I can't let it go. But today we're having the opposite effect. Okay, I want to check. So we're in the Melbourne Cafe. I just did a Google search at breakfast places. So this is their idea of a grilled sandwich It has eggs, bacon, tomato, and cheese on a sourdough bread, and it's paninied, right? Check it out. It's like motorbike taxi proof. So I don't have to go anywhere for lunch. It's coming with. So we're starting off pretty good. So luckily, Chris Meister, look, I've never had this before, and I'm pointing at, not at people. This is a Vietnamese ice coconut coffee with a glass straw. Wow. The Vietnamese know coffee. They get the award. They get the gold medal. And this is a apple, mango, ginger, and some other kind of fruit juice. Oh wow, a pineapple. Wow. I'm gonna save this for after coffee. Wow. Okay. I'm not going anywhere. So it's unfortunate, but my the place I'm staying, Anna's, I call it Anna's because that's her name. She's kind of mommy to me here. When I was initially stayed before my thing, she doesn't know anything about the thing with my leg and stuff, and I don't want to get her in on that because she has like mommy instincts, and I just don't want to go there. Anyway, I may have to hang out in her lobby while I figure out what my next move is. Do I find a place in Saigon with vacancy and stay an extra day and really take my time to think it through? Or do I on the fly book something? See, I thought go to Nha Trang or go to someplace on the way to Nha Trang, which is like a beachside place, and I've already done beachside places, and probably Phu Quoc is probably the best. Although Nha Trang comes up there. And somebody by the name of Fong suggested to me yesterday, why don't you focus on the Mekong Delta and immerse yourself in Vietnamese culture? And basically their method of transportation prior to motorbikes, right, being the de facto thing, was the river system and boats. So there's floating markets, but they're a dying thing. In this area there was around 5, because that's how people still used, the river system to move goods and trade and do things of that, commerce and whatnot. But now there's like only 1 or 1.5 major floating markets. So it's a dying thing. So I should take the opportunity to see what it is like. But the problem that I'm coming across here is you can do like day trips, from Saigon into the Mekong, and then they bring you back. But I want to keep going from one place to another. And I thought, like we were talking about the floating barges, right? In England, where you go from pub to pub to pub, and I think you can sleep on the barge. I'm thinking, yeah, something like that. But I don't know if it exists or there are reasons why it doesn't exist. But that sounds like fun to me. If we're going upriver and eventually I'm going in, further and deeper into, the unknown. So it's going to take research. And hopefully I can either do it from the lobby of from a lobby today that I have no booking in, or B, I find a unknown place with vacancy and then just bide my time with the extra day here. So I have choices, and I'm starting off with an excellent breakfast, and yeah, and I've got you guys for company. You might be able to give me a little bit of your own opinions as to where I find myself. So we have bacon. Look at it's folded. I think it's smoked bacon. It's not just bacon, but it might be pre-smoked, which makes it extra delicious. So good. Would it be too much to ask to have you give me a little of something so that I can know like what I've just said in the last 10 minutes and where we are now, that you're still around or you're not brushing your teeth? Or wait a minute, it's not in the morning for you guys. It's 9-ish in the evening, so so if you can give me a sign of life, and or you can let me know what the connection is doing. Apparently, the Rode mic has not failed or disappointed. Thank you, MJ. Thank you, Rode. Thank you, Noel, for not throwing the Rode away. Okay. Well, so the last communication I had with you is you telling me I hold a grudge. Okay. Yeah. For lousy breakfast service. You bet I do. But not for other things. So let me look in here. Okay, Pedro's asking a question in Twitter. Well, that's interesting. I think he there's an issue with Brett's page that Pedro's trying to subscribe to, and he's getting a weird notification. So I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of that. Again, I've had new Twitter followers. I can see that my tweet here for breakfast at the Melbourne is there. I'm going to go into YouTube and I'm going to message myself. Ah, here I am live. Look at there we are. Okay. And I'm going to turn down the volume. Oh, and I can add moderators. Okay, so now I'm having time to look at this. So, Chris, I may add you as a moderator just because you're one of my best moderators, because you know what I'll let go and what I will not stand for. Like, okay, hold on a second. Okay, we're not going to block words, mind you, unless they're, I don't know, I'd have to, it's on a case-by-case basis. Okay, good morning, what's for breakfast? So why don't, yes, I answer back. Now what am I going to say? I know, I'm going to give a... Yes, I like my answer. I like using occasional appropriate word. Hello. Hi. She's got a nice smile. Occasional appropriate words that I don't use or you don't hear very often. And yes, stellar happens to be one of them. So breakfast is stellar. It's just really so good. So there, Chris. Iced coconut milk coffee. Absolutely delicious. And I have this pineapple, mango, ginger juice. Again, absolutely amazing. And I've got a grilled cheese and egg and tomato and bacon on sourdough bread, paninied on both sides in a hermetically sealed plastic container. And it's only 5 to 9 and I have enough time to finish my breakfast, get a cab, and make the checkout time in the proper time. And so, today is going swimmingly. There's another word, stellar and swimmingly. Bacon. So, we've established that the Cafe Melbourne in Saigon is above and beyond. The service, they're well-trained young kids. They're not just phoning it in. They really are, they just know their job and they excel at it. And if they keep up this kind of attention to detail in whatever future work, they'll be great. I'm not worried about them. They have all the right ingredients for what you want in them. So, coming to you from the Melbourne Cafe in Ho Chi Minh City or Saigon. I had my first time here and I feel like I belong. I feel really well taken care of and it's just got a nice ambiance, a nice vibe. They have an outdoor terrace, but the Saigon streets are quite noisy, so that's why I chose to eat indoors. So you've pretty well seen everything. Thank you for coming in and watching the replay. Hey Yafang, thanks for yesterday. It was amazing. Even the exit strategy thing. that worked out great. Hopefully. And having said that, we're just gonna say bye for now. Bye.